What's going on, everybody? I hope that you had a great weekend. Greg Ehrenberg here from Oddshopper, and we're going to use Oddshopper to find some of the best early bets of the day using our market-based tool. We're going to use the books against themselves in order to find the best value on the board and make some money today. If you guys haven't checked out Oddshopper, haven't signed up for it, good news. We have a brand new deal for you. And actually, this is going to apply even to people who already have used Oddshopper in the past. Because if you sign up using the promo code PLAYBALL, by April 2nd, so 4/2 next week, you are going to get your first month 50% off for Oddshopper. And then, of course, we always have our deal available where the first time you guys check it out, totally free trial, 7 days. So 7-day free trial. And if you sign up using the promo code PLAYBALL, 50% off your first month at Oddshopper. And about to pull Oddshopper on the screen right here. And if you guys have any questions at all about Oddshopper, join our Chalkboard channel. It's totally free to join, totally free to download the app. And in there, myself and Lofty answer any questions you guys have. We also post some additional bets. It was some fun sweating out bets with you guys as well. We only started this a little over a week ago now. We've got nearly 700 people in our Chalkboard channel. So it's been a fun community to sweat some bets and hang out. Now, I'm going to be looking at NBA primarily today. I'll do a little look at NHL as well. And then we'll look at some parlays and look at prize picks. But at least as far as sports go, I'm going to be looking at NBA right here. And as usual, at this point of the year, don't forget to check the injury report. We've got 8 games tonight, and lots of players end up being on the injury report at this time of the NBA season. Potential open up additional value. These are some of the names on the injury report. Just kind of fun to read this off as I start to cover basketball content this time of year. Joel Embiid is questionable. James Harden is questionable, both from the 76ers on the road in Denver. Obviously, pretty important MVP stakes, and that seems to be really important to Joel Embiid. So I would presume that he ends up playing tonight against the Denver Nuggets, but still notable. Embiid is questionable. Harden is questionable. Tyrese Halliburton is questionable. Lauren Markin is questionable. Jalen Brunson is questionable. De'Aaron Fox is questionable. Miles Turner is questionable. And Michael Porter Jr. is questionable. So lots of players on the injury report as we get to this time of year. And that's going to happen over the course of the next couple of weeks. But at least with the information we have and the betting lines available, these are some of the best projected bets on the board at Oddshopper. And the primary thing we're doing here is this is a market-based tool. So this is, it's market-based in terms of we are taking odds at all of the different sports books, and we've created a weighted algorithm that's going to take those different odds to create a fair line. And then based on that fair line, we evaluate all the different lines at the books and find out which ones have the best value. And the number one bet of the day right now is Brandon Ingram under 7.5 assists. This is minus 130 at FanDuel. Now compare this to some of the odds available at other books. DraftKings has it at 6.5. Caesars has it at 6.5. And then even the other books that have 7.5 on the board, where FanDuel has it minus 130. Well, BetRivers is minus 150, PointsBet minus 135. So a little bit of value here on Brandon Ingram when you compare the FanDuel line to the other lines that are available at other books. And then something else too with Brandon Ingram. I know he's been insanely good in the assist department as of late. I don't buy this sticking long-term though, because for the season, he is not averaging anywhere near 7.5 assists per game. For the year, Ingram is averaging 5.4 assists. And if you look at him in previous years, he's never really been a guy who's averaged much more than 5 assists per game. So I think this is a pretty good chance to sell high on somebody who's been playing over their head as far as the assists go. And they've got a couple of Devin Booker unders that look good here. Points plus rebounds plus assists and points. So obviously these are both going to be correlated a little bit. And then also both lines best available on FanDuel. So under 42.5 on FanDuel is minus 104. It is, if you look at other books, minus 111, minus 124, minus 110, minus 124, minus 110. So a little bit of value here in the minus 104 just because it is much less juice than it is at other books. Whereas most other places either have it at minus 110 on both sides or even heavily juiced towards the under. FanDuel actually has the 42.5 juice towards the over for the PRA for Devin Booker. And something similar with the points prop. 31.5 juice towards the over, only minus 108 on the under. But look at some other books. 30.5 is the line at Caesars. 30.5 is the line at BetMGM. By the way, BetMGM has it 30.5 and juice towards the under, whereas FanDuel has it 31.5 and juice towards the over. DraftKings also has the line at 30.5. So we're getting about a point of difference in the line at FanDuel compared to other books, and FanDuel still has the juice on the over for 31.5 points. So another thing, too, against the Utah Jazz, particularly if Lauri Markkanen doesn't play, potential for the Suns to not have to run all of their starters into the ground for this game. And also, the return of Kevin Durant is looming. Not expecting it today, but still something to keep in mind when it comes to the Phoenix Suns. There's going to be a point where these Devin Booker unders look really good because Kevin Durant's going to be back and he's going to be taking usage away. One more Brandon Ingram bet here, over 4.5 rebounds. And it's funny because as much as the assist prop is way out of line with what Ingram's done for the year, well, he averages 5 rebounds per game for the season. His line is only 4.5. And we know that Zion Williamson is out for the Pelicans, and the rebound rate for Brandon Ingram goes up when Zion isn't on the court. So with that in mind, 4.5 just looks like a little bit too low of a number. It is 5.5 at most other books. We're super heavily juiced on the over 4.5. So Bet Rivers has minus 122 for over 4.5. Whereas compare this to 5.5 at DraftKings, 5.5 at Caesars. 5.5 is what I think the fair line is. I think that's what we should expect out of Brandon Ingram from a rebounds perspective. 5.5. And then you look at some of the other books, 4.5 on FanDuel is minus 140. At PointsBet, it is minus 160. So best bet here, over 4.5 for Brandon Ingram, minus 122 at Bet Rivers. And also keep in mind, guys, it is pretty important to make sure you're getting the best number. Right? Like, why would you bet an over 4.5? Or why would you bet an over 5.5 when you could bet an over 4.5 somewhere? Why would you bet a minus 120 line when you could get like a plus 110 line or something like that somewhere else? So make sure you guys are shopping around and getting the best value possible. These are some of our favorite NBA bets of the day. Like I said, we'll click on NHL and see what's popping up here for the morning. Got a decent looking futures bet here on the Colorado Avalanche to win their division. So Caesars and DraftKings both have the plus 130 available, plus 110 to plus 120 at other books. So we get the plus 130 on the Colorado Avalanche. That is a pretty decent looking futures bet for us. And I really like the shots on goal market that we have in Oddshopper. It's something I've been really profitable with over the course of the year. And our number one prop for the day, as far as shots on goal is concerned, is Alex Barkov for under 3.5 shots. And if I'm not mistaken, this is one that I've bet probably 5 or 6 times over the course of the last month. Pretty regularly, we've seen some value on Barkov under 3.5 shots. So we got the minus 134 at PointsBet. It's minus 140 at BetMGM, at FanDuel, at DraftKings, and then a couple other books actually have it at 2.5. So that's our best, the one that I would consider the best hockey prop of the day looking at this. Alexander Barkov under 3.5 shots on goal. I think that is one that has some value for sure. There are some goal props here as well. Actually, a bunch of them at plus money. We've got Raphael Harvey Pinard here over 0.5. So just to score a goal, plus 300. Matthew Tkachuk under 0.5. So Tkachuk just to not score a goal, minus 130. So some other hockey props that look pretty decent there. Let's make a parlay. Prize picks. Let's do prize picks. See what's sticking out the most on prize picks for today. Hey, look, Matthew Tkachuk. We just talked about him. All right. So this is the mixed sport prize picks 6-leg parlay that we have that pops up best in Oddshopper. Kel McCarr for under 3.5 shots on goal. Reggie Bullock under 9.5 points. Erickson, I don't know what the EK stands for. It stands for something, though, I'm pretty sure. Either way, over 2.5 shots on goal. That projects fairly well for us. And here's the other thing, too. You guys don't have to know a lot about hockey. You don't have to know a lot about golf, MMA, whatever other sports are in here on Oddshopper, because this is a market-based tool. You're just comparing the different lines to different books, and we're telling you what the best value is based on that market shopping. So I don't know that much about hockey. A lot of times I see these players' names, and I don't know who they are. But I've still been pretty profitable just by blindly following these bets. Nikola Jokic over 25.5 points. Borkstrand under 2.5 shots on goal. And then Matthew Tkachuk, once again, to not score a goal today. That's pretty crazy here. Over at Prize Picks, you just have yes or no for Tkachuk to score a goal. And no juice on either side. So take advantage of this at Prize Picks. 6-leg parlay here. So 6 legs not going to win all that frequently, but still with a 2% expected win rate, that is good for a 15% expected ROI. So if you guys have any questions about any of these tools, hit me up on Chalkboard. That is totally free to download. It is totally free to join our channel. And then also help you get some information, help you get some additional bets and some people to sweat out all the different bets that you have for the day. And then also, if you haven't signed up over at Oddshopper yet, take advantage of our promo code PLAYBALL for the start of the baseball season. Your first month is going to be 50% off. You just have to sign up, use that promo code PLAYBALL. And anytime you want to sign up at Prize Picks, we do have a 7-day free trial available. So that does it for me today, guys. I hope you have luck with all your bets today. Before you leave this video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and once again, good luck today.